today we're going to be talking about speed and time graph. Let's get into it. On a speed and time graph, the speed will be on the y-axis and the time will be on the x-axis. Don't forget to label your graph. Make sure that your speed unit and your time unit matches. For example, here we have meters per second for speed and seconds for time. We have three main types of lines that you need to remember when it comes to speed and time graph. This first one is a plateau line or a flat horizontal line. This shows that the object is traveling at a constant speed. Here we have a line that is going down. This shows that the object is decelerating at a constant rate. Last but not least, we have a line with a positive gradient. This means that the object is accelerating at a constant rate. To find the distance that the object has traveled, simply calculate the area between the line and the x-axis. All you need to do is break the graph into simple shapes that you can calculate the areas of, such as rectangles and triangles. And then simply calculate like you normally would with 2D shapes. Still don't understand? Let's get on to our example. At 5:13 p.m. today, an alpaca has crashed into a tree. Here's what the officials had to say.
So, the alpaca that crashed into the tree today, his name is Jerry, and he's only 4 months and 20 days old. We've interviewed some witnesses, and they said that Jerry was traveling from home to school at a speed of 10 meters per second. We hope that Jerry's fine, and we wish the best for his family.
I'm currently at the scene of the event with the family members of Jerry. Apparently, while going from home to school, Jerry stopped by a convenience store, which took him only 2 seconds to travel to from his school. And he spent 3 seconds to buy an energy drink inside the store. After drinking it, his speed increased constantly for 5 seconds until he reaches 10 meters per second before his little legs lost control and he crashed into a tree. I've always told him to travel at 5 meters per second, but he only traveled at that constant speed from school to that damn convenience store. I knew Jerry couldn't take the energy drink because he's weak, like a little bitch.
Okay, that's enough of watching videos. I want to figure out how far was Jerry traveling from school to the tree that he crashed in. So, let's do it together. Here's what we know. Jerry's mom said that he traveled at a constant speed of 5 meters per second from school to the convenience store. It is also known that it only took him 2 seconds to travel from school to the store. He stopped at the store for 3 seconds, and after that, his speed accelerated constantly for 5 seconds, and his final speed was 10 meters per second before he crashed into the tree. With the first two pieces of information, we can draw a flat line on the graph at 5 meters per second for 2 seconds. Next, he stopped at the store for 3 seconds, which means that his speed was at 0. To demonstrate this, we draw a flat line on the x-axis for 3 seconds. His speed accelerated for 5 seconds until he reaches the speed of 10 meters per second right after he drank the energy drink. So we will have a line with a positive gradient. Looking at this graph, we can tell that the distance that he traveled from school to the tree that he crashed in is the total distance of this shape and this shape. Now all you need to do is calculate the area and add them together. The area of this part is 2 times 5 equals 10. When he stopped at the convenience store, he traveled 0 meters. And the area of this shape is 10 times 2 divided by 2, and you'll get the answer of 25 meters. Then add the two numbers together and we'll get 35. Which means that Jerry traveled 35 meters from school to the tree that he crashed in. And that is it for speed and time graph. Can I keep this on? To another math lesson.
So here we have scrunchies, and here we have a thing. And so all you need to do to make a fake tree for your math project is you take these scrunchies, you put it on the thing. Well, this is actually pretty hard to do with one hand. And yeah, there you have it. Just repeat it with all of your scrunchies and you'll get a fake tree.
Wow.
Yeah.